Morning, everyone. As always, just give it a couple of minutes. It will start at past. Don't forget, as always, you can unmute and interact verbally, or obviously post as Chantel and Peter has done there. Good morning to you guys on the chat line. It's an interactive forum, this. So, as mentioned before. Okay, right. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to go over to the sharing the screen, and then we can just wait a couple of minutes, then we get started. Hope we all see the screen. I think most of the people have been here before, but just in case, as I say, this is a trading room where we clarify stuff on things as well as look for trades. That takes precedence. If you come up with a trade idea, just post it and we'll have a look at it, see if it's worth going for or not. Okay, yeah. And interact. Okay, it's not just a class, it's an interactive area. Don't forget. Just coming up to past. Good morning, Ruth. Good stuff. Morning, Anna-Marie. Okay, past. Let's get started. I've got a trade idea out. It's come off a couple of dollars, but it seems to be hovering around about the 1950 holding. We discussed on Friday. Okay, I just wanted to give you some problem with getting in there. Just give me a second, guys. Guys, plan to get in. Just hold up too long for this help the person out. Yeah. Problem is, it's been here before. Anyway, whatever. Okay. Morning, Nikki. Yeah. Basically, just want to go over that. Just get it in place. Yeah. Okay. Maybe we should put on the trading signal. Go in at so and so or better. If you're going short and it's a higher price than signal, that's better. If you're going long, it's a lower price than signal, then that's better. So I think it was 1955. It's come up a couple of dollars. So if you look at the signal, obviously, and you agree and you see upside, remember a weaker dollar and a lower 10-year yields means there's likely upside, and that seems to be happening. So if you do like it from that purpose, then you're getting a better price. So you don't put a buy stop in, you go in at market. As I say, you're getting a better price. Simple as that. No more complicated than that. Okay, so that's all clear. Please don't put a buy stop in if you like it. Go in at market for a better price. You're already in, obviously, hold. I'm talking about if you missed it or whatever. Sometimes you miss a signal coming in late. Sometimes it does you a favor. The market doesn't wait for us, goes up and down. Sometimes you get a slightly better price. Go for it. You might find your way in, Ivan. Good stuff. Good. Good morning. Morning, Marcus. Okay, so you've all got the details. So if you're in, you're in. That's great. Right. Gerard, actually, I think it was Saturday or Sunday. Saturday, I think Saturday. Posted me quite a nice YouTube. I went through it actually, Gerard. One thing I liked about most thing I liked about it was it agreed most of what I've been saying. We're all sort of biased in that direction, but something I did pick up. I'm going to shoot over the CAD JPY, and with the US dollar seeing a bit of Canadian weakness coming in. Brent's coming off a little bit, and as a result of it, I take the person's point. I forget his name now. Doing that YouTube video. It's about 25 minutes. Everyone wants it. I can copy and paste it on here. But yeah, otherwise, more or less in that video, it's more or less what I've been saying anyway, sort of to reiterate it. But he does say that he wouldn't be selling the Swiss franc. I've been saying that. He's also saying the Japanese yen looking like strength. I've been saying that. Dollars on the long term, that's quite amusing, in 6 months or whatever. Well, I can tell you right now, in 6 months' time, we should be there. But that's a long time away. We're more in the shorter term. Dollar strength 6 months, I like it, I agree, no problem. But in the shorter term, it's sideways, and it's got to really hold above 100 on the dollar index to really get going, which is happening at the moment. Okay, so most of you guys, I hope, should be out of this because you went right up. We're on the daily, went right up to this level here, nearly 106. So most of you guys tend to trade, I would assume, have modified your stop and been stopped out in a profit. So hopefully that's the case because it's clearly come off. And now it's done, in the meantime, it's what we call done some technical damage. What that basically means is it's now open today up below the 50. So it got to really get going again up there. It might be a bit of a struggle. It might be sideways. We get a bit of downside. So if you're not out of it, I don't say jump out of it now. You've got the strategy, you've got your stop loss, etc. But I think and hope most of you guys might have taken profit already. I know a few guys did. Just let these guys in. I know a few guys did. That's right, yeah. That's the one, yeah. So there you are. If you want it, guys, about 25 minutes. It's not bad. Pretty good, in fact. Okay, so I've actually decided to like it and whatever, so maybe I'll get a few more. Doesn't do any harm. There's always to learn stuff. Even in 20 minutes, you might pick up something. Even if it's only a little bit. The point is, it's all useful stuff. All grist to the mill. Get these guys in. Okay, so CAD JPY, I'm a little bit worried about it now. So if you're not in, don't go buy it. Leave it alone. If you're not in this, leave it alone. If you are already in it, well, stick with your strategy. But I think a lot of you guys would have taken profit already, or you might hit your modified stop loss. Okay, so I'm assuming that's the case. Okay, so CAD JPY, look a bit of Canadian weeks going forward. Okay, the other trades are not doing too badly. The AUD USD, just let these guys in again. AUD USD, just have a look at that. What price do we get in on? AUD USD. Now 68.75 with the signal. Clearly, we're in 55 pip profit. We sold it, so this is an exit on the buy, not the sell. So we're going to take that from 75, sorry. That's 56 pips in profit. You know the score, modify, and don't get it too close, but make sure you don't lose on a winning trade. That's really not good. Okay, so yeah, just lower it, keep it about 30 pips away. Maybe we can lower it to 68.50, something like that. And then you're going to make a profit whatever happens. Okay, so that's you protected. Okay, hope we're all clear on that one. Okay, anything you're not sure about, I'll repeat it and say I missed that one or whatever. This is important. I'll repeat it. Okay. What was the other one? GBP CHF gave us a little bit of jip, but it seemed the last I looked, it seemed to be coming right. Where did we get it on this one? A couple of days ago, I think, actually. Uh, 1261. Okay, it's only a few pips in profit. Well, it's better being profit than not, so no modification yet. It's too close, but at least it's a little bit of blue off the screen. Hope we get some momentum downwards. Okay, so there we are. Okay, just let that run. Got the gold out, see how that does going through over the next couple of days. Don't forget, you're not necessarily going to be in and out today. It could be in a couple of days, could be in the weekend, I don't know. Not enormous amount of very important fundamentals coming out, especially as US is concerned. Next week is more about it. I think it's the pound coming out with stuff, euro, I think Canada as well, and certainly interest rate decision in America coming out. I think it's Wednesday next week. Unfortunately, late 8 o'clock, which is a bit of a pain in the backside, to be honest. I prefer earlier on get it out of the way because everyone's going to sit there twiddling, waiting what's going to be happening. But anyway, that's next week. So we're fine. Like I never said get out now, Nicky. I can't make that call. You've got a strategy going. If I say get out now and recovers and you take a loss on that, it's not going to work. That's your decision when to exit. If you miss the modification, that happens. I'm just saying I'm not that hopeful on it at the moment, but it means say that won't work. I don't know. Nobody does. I'm just saying the Canadians look a bit weak and there's been some technical damage as mentioned. You got your strategy. Maybe it will survive. But that's the technical damage I was talking about. But are a few buyers coming into the defending area there, so you might get lucky. Unfortunately, we did not Brent, didn't think so, and it turned out no. Leave Brent alone. I think could even get a bit of downside in the short term, but some pundits reckon you could actually get to $85. There's too many ifs and buts on it. Leave Brent alone. One of those things. We've had a lot of Brent trades out, and the majority of them have been okay. Unfortunately, this wasn't the case in this case, and mainly due to the CPI being better than expected, and that effect on the Brent. Okay, one of those things. That's why you have your volumes. If you're going to take losses, unfortunately, just make sure they don't traumatize you. Don't overexpose. Certainly can do. So I think just stick with your strategy. It might come right, but I'm very iffy. I think a lot of guys already are. Don't forget, modify your stop going forward, just in case you get something going wrong. At least you're protected. Don't get it too close. I keep saying that. I'll continue to keep saying it. A 10 pip stop not going to work. The pip is this figure here, not the one on the right. So 82 to 72 is 1 pip. It's not 10 pips. Don't forget that. Ignore the points. Go for the pips. So let's say this was doing well. You bought it at 104 on the dot. You could then maybe modify to 104.50. Then you're still in profit, but you've got 38 pips to avoid the noise in case it goes higher. If you're going long the trade at 104, as an example. Hope you're with me on that. Okay, good stuff. Right. NASDAQ, very iffy on the NASDAQ. Very, very iffy. Very iffy indeed. You see, the thing is, like I mentioned last week, the states have been increasing interest rates, which is clearly the case. What that means, trying to bring inflation down, it means when people borrow money to buy goods, it means it's more expensive if they're not paying cash. And that a lot of goods can't be sold cash because it's too expensive, like cars, a lot of durable goods, etc. So in theory, people don't like that happening because the guys, the company can't sell as many of their products because people say, I can't afford the monthlies for these high interest rates. And then and they start worrying maybe the bond repayment's getting a bit much and their car repayment, that sort of thing. However, having said that, inflation is coming down. It seems to be working. It's come down quite a bit. It's not got the target, but it's not far away from it. However, the jobs reports over the last couple of months haven't been bad at all. They're still adding jobs out there. So I'm happy for them. Good luck. I wish we could do it over here. Brilliant. Having said that, it looks like it's quite bullish for the markets in that aspect. Now, would I be buying here? I am very nervous to be buying here. I think a good chance might be a pullback after such a large run since March. Where are we now? July, at 4 months, is that right? Just over 4 months, it's gone up. Ooh, it's gone up a lot. It's gone up a lot. It's gone up to 3,800 pips. That's a hell of a run. Is the run come to an end? Well, I can't say that. I thought it came to an end there, maybe came to an end there, maybe came to an end this level here. So there's no sign that the end is still there yet. I think it's overcooked. I am nervous about it, but so I'm going to avoid buying it. As I don't know those on my QT WhatsApp VIP group, we do my weekly snippet analysis, okay? And one of the things I said was that I'm too scared to buy at this stage, but there's not enough confirmation to sell it either. So the Dow, the NAS, I'm suggesting we be patient. Again, if you were here last week, I mentioned that. Be patient. I haven't changed my mind on it. I think just if you're a short-term buyer and seller and you've been doing it, playing around, that's up to you. But from my opinion, I'm going to be leaving the NAS and the Dow at this stage alone. I jumped in on the Dow last week, and a lot of people didn't like it, and I was wondering if you guys were probably right. And I got a bit nervous, so I got out of it. I didn't make much on it, but I didn't lose. That's the main thing, and I got out of it. And thank goodness I did. I would avoid these two major indices at the moment. There's a lot of balls in the air. I mean, a bit quiet this week, I mentioned, but as I say, we got the interest rate decision next week. May after good news not increase, but it might. There's a lot of 50-50s on that. So I wouldn't get too cute with this at the moment. That's my opinion, okay? It could well be technically downside, but try and look at the weekly if you like. It's very, very high, I get that. Look at these guys here. There's a lot of resistance there. And on Friday, it kicked in some sellers. But look, not many before the buyers are coming in again. I'm going to leave this alone. I suggest you guys do as well. That's your choice. I'm here to advise, not tell you what to do with your money, because it ain't mine, it's yours. But I do some responsibility to try and give you reasonably good advice, because it upsets me if you lose out on trusting my advice and it goes bloody rotten. So it doesn't make me very happy, clearly. But yeah, so yeah, I mean, right. What was it? There's one that Petra came up with. I think it was AUD JPY as well. I'm just going to check it quickly on my WhatsApp there. I think there's also that one. Just a second. AUD-JPY, yeah. You looked at the sell, Pietro, might look for a buy. That's interesting. Remember, it takes two to make a market. If we don't ever forget that. Very, very important. People miss this. Quite straightforward. You need people with a different opinion of yours to create the market. If you don't, we won't have it. So don't think somebody knows. We wouldn't have a market. If you know it's going to go up, you wouldn't be able to buy the product because no one sell it to you. And you know it's going to go down, you wouldn't be able to sell the product because no one's going to buy it off you. You've got to have a counterparty, a person or institutional, someone takes the opposite opinion to you. I personally think on the sell side, there's not enough meat on the bones, apart from lack of confirmation, not enough meat in the bones to aim there. It was about 50 when you asked. It popped up a bit when you asked. It's about 50. It's now 70. To go and buy it below the 10-day moving average is only 50 odd pips away. It's very, very risky. I know this is a risk thing, but it's just no. You get my point. 80 pips away is that. Let's look at the 4 hour. Is there any indication from the last 4 hours sellers came in? A few are coming in at the moment. At this stage of the game, hour seems to be holding as well. Just quickly go through the 1 hour, 4 hour, daily, etc. And you'll see it's not enough confirmation. And the only time you say, I'm happy to go for it, is a very clear, likely, if it comes to the party, a decent 100 pip or more downside target. We don't have that. So we don't have enough meat on the bones to take the considerable risk involved going for this particular one here. Okay, this one I would definitely advise. This stage, don't buy it or sell it. Leave it alone. That's my strong opinion. There you are. Okay. Now, if Mike had jumped in, he might have done. People say, "Look at a buy," and he found that we jumped in. About a couple of hours ago, he'd be up slightly. I still would be uncomfortable being, even if I was 10 pips up, I'd be very nervous. It's a bit of resistance support there, I get that. But, you know, even if it goes up this far here, how far is that? For the sellers coming, 50 pips, 30 pips stop. Is it worth it? No, it's not. Lots better fish to fry out there. And if you can't find better fish to fry, excuse the metaphors, then take your money out of your pocket. I think it's Warren Buffett once said, then fold it up and put it back in your pocket. That's where you'll save it. Okay.
Hi, Roger. Just on that one, I see it has moved to further up now since this morning, since I spoke to you about it. It was like I think 1934 or something. It's moved up almost like 20 pips now.
Yeah, that's correct. When you asked this morning, yeah, that's right. Because I remember checking, it's about a 50 pip target, which I said is not enough meat on the bones. Now, if you want to say it's about a 70, but then you would have been happy because it's gone up 20, and it could go up another 20. It's just not enough for me. Best way I can give you some strong advice in this one, guys. If you like gambling, take your coin out of your pocket. If it's heads, buy it. If it's tails, sell it. That's about the best I can give you on this one. Okay, we can move on then. Everyone's come to join. Yeah, correct. So we're sorted out pretty good. AUD USD, I've modified mine. Check. I've modified it to 68,350. 68,35. So I've already modified it, so I'm doing okay at the moment. So let's put these out of the way. I don't like staring, it just plays in my head. 68.35, I put it, if you want to modify, because you're doing very nicely, thank you. It's still coming off a bit. Let it run. You got your actually, what's the TP? Just give a quick check here. TP is there at 67. Oh, that's right, 67.85. It might get there if it comes down to the round figure of 68 and hovers around, and the buyers are starting to come in, and your DXY is looking like it's straightened a bit. It might be an idea to take it. And you know, you don't want to be 75 pips in profit with a psychological resistance at 68. Some buyers might be coming in to try and squeeze another 10 or 15, which might not occur. If you don't want to do that, maybe you can halve it. In other words, 68 comes, maybe cut your position by half your volume and let the other volume run, and modify your stop loss again a little bit closer to maybe 68.20. That's the sort of strategy I'd be looking at that. Just so we come back, get to 68, remind me, and I might implement it on my account as well. Because I often mistrade, forget to do it on mine because I'm too busy to chat to you guys. But that's why I'm looking at this thing. Okay, I can do that. Okay, I'll just get rid of this as well. I hope that all made sense, guys. If it didn't, it's quite important. I'll repeat it again because these sort of strategies make sense. Because people just motion get out of it when they see a bit of blue, or buy it was a bit high, or sell it was a bit low, I don't know, whatever. And that's more emotional strategic. So just bear that in mind. Well, it would do if the dollar continues to weaken, clearly. But I'm not so sure whether the dollar's going to get back to 99 or better on the DXY. So I'd be a little bit nervous of it by then. Might do, or clearly, I don't know, but I just work on probabilities. All this is nobody 100% knows. You'll hear a probability. And I'd say it's a little bit unlikely at the moment. So I'm working with probability. If it gets to 68, I'll probably cut my position by half, put my stop down to 68.20, breaks through, hits with TP, great. If it doesn't, at least I banked half of it, and the stop loss will only take care of a few extra. Well, yeah, the dollar would have to, AUD 7, yeah, the dollar have to strengthen quite a bit. It'll be right way around, quite right. The dollar have to go above, wrong paper. Sorry, mate. The dollar would have to not go down further. It'd have to go back above 100 and 101. If that happens, yeah, I could easily get to 67, quite right. Thanks. Wrong way around. Happens. Just keep an eye on me, guys. Sorry about that. Well, okay, the gold trade. Somebody wants to know. I think it's Ivan. Why? Well, at the moment, the dollar is quite weak, and the yields. Just check the yields again and update. Just a second, a couple of glitches here. Just be 2 seconds to sort out my other screen here. Just give me a moment. Check on. Okay, yeah, okay. The yield's fairly flat, and the dollar is fairly flat below 100 as well. So there's a bit of weakening of the dollar, which is good for gold. So I just thought that quite a bit of support here. Gold seems to be now more into a bull run. I hate to say it might come off a couple of bucks more, I don't know, but I think the overall picture is upside. I'm a little bit upset it came back to 1950. I thought it might go further up. But having said that, it's found support there at 1950. Maybe it'll hold and maybe it'll go to the upside. So that's the reason. Remember, it's inversely proportional to the DXY and the 10-year US note yields. Talking of which, I'm just going to copy and paste because there's a couple of you guys wonder what we're on about there. So don't forget, copy and paste these, and you've got the dollar index, that's the DXY, by the way, and keep it minimized and handy when you open up your laptop in the morning so you can go and quickly check it up. I'll put in the 10-year yields on the bond, 10-year note. Keep an eye on that one as well. And I'll put in the economic calendar. Obviously, that's very important. You want to see what's happening on the fundamental front. Quite simple. Update it, have a look at it. You can see it there. There we are. While on that subject, I'll put in my number here, Roger, trading support. Okay, just use for WhatsApp for my contact details. And as I said, every time I put it up there, not advice on demo accounts. That's pure to learn how to operate the platform. You don't have professional advice on fake money. And you must have at least 500 Rand, preferably more, in your account. I cannot assist a person whose account's funded the price of a hamburger. It's not going to happen. I don't want to be harsh, but you're wasting your time on that. You need capital, you need adequate funds, you need to be able to spread your risk, which you can't on small amounts of money, and there's very limited what you can go into anyway. It's just not going to work. Unfortunately, it's like going car hunting for a BMW, a quality, decent, even second-hand BMW with 15,000 Rand in your pocket. It's not going to happen. Okay, right. Okay, now if you've got 2.5 grand or more, $150 account or more, just let me know, WhatsApp me, give me your full details, and then I'll upload you to my VIP group where you get daily updates and other areas of interest, and the signal will come to you first, fresh off the press as well. And if I do find some extra signals I think are pretty good, it might not be pushed out to everybody, you'll get them going forward. There's a couple last week and I've clarified I should have sent them out. I'm going to send them out in future. I've got okay from the top on that, and we did done well. Euro NZD and EUR AUD. They didn't send it out when I posted them. It's a pity. If I'd posted for you guys in the QT group, you'd have been laughing because they're both about 60 odd pips up on both of them, 120 pips altogether. That would be nice. Okay, so we'll see it there. You can certainly do it. If you like the trade, Ivan, you're getting a better price. Absolutely, you can go and mark it now, and you can do. It might come back to 94. I'm a little bit worried if it does. Anyway, and then you do a slightly lower stop. Stick with the TP as a signal. If you go in now, it's $4 cheaper, so you can put your stop down to about $3-4 as well away. Just same risk and a higher potential reward for your country. Okay, absolutely, Ivan. Okay, so that's gold sorted. You've got my details, that's fine. Don't forget, when I've got a moment to explain, right click and then go to templates and save the template. So if you lose your charts, not this one, but all of them, and just put your name in there and then press save. So if you lose your charts, all you do, I'll show you how to lose the charts. Give me a second. See, if you lose your charts, you don't have to panic. If you can set it up again by right-clicking, going to properties and setting up as you like. So you want to change your own, just go to properties. You can play around with it. It's a hassle. But all right, if you've got it saved, just right-click. You go to templates. I've got quite a few. I quite like this one. Where's it gone? This one here. And I'm going to take this 8 out because I quite like it. I don't want to confuse people with it. And I'm back in business. You get the idea. Okay, so there we are. Actually, talk about going to gold myself. I keep fucking this up. Sorry about that, guys. You're quite right. What is gold? I forgot the price. It's I didn't even write it down. Too busy doing other stuff. Call it 37. Call it 30 rand. I wish 1200 at 30 times 10 is 300. So it's right now. 300 is going to be a mini. 7 times 0.7. To the same, I'll bet slightly lower because yours was a bit lower. So getting a better price. Did me a favor for getting. I'll stick with the 1980. Yeah. Good. Let's let these guys in. Okay, anybody new here? Right. Any new guys joined in now? Don't forget, you can interact. It's a trading room, discuss different trades. Please, if you haven't been to any classes, you don't want to lot sizes when we talk about pips, what that means, or basically just completely fresh, then you might find this a bit confusing. You need to do the basics before moving here. Second. Second. Okay, got new. Okay, I don't know what new means. New to trade, that's great. That's fine. Just bear in mind, I trust you know what a pip is, what lot size is, and some basics. If you just sort of just heard a stock market and that's it, this might be a little bit bewildering for you at first. You need to know what a CFD is, what an indices is, what a commodity is, Forex, the difference between them. And you need to know, you need the basics. You need an operating platform as well, and you need to have a funded account. And then with pleasure come to trading will enhance your practical, hopefully try anyway, your practical skills going. Okay, and quite right, you come on the chat line, said that it's very important you interact, as you can see. Keep a pen and paper handy. If stuff comes up you're not sure about, you can just jot it down and ask, and I'll try and assist. And if you need more detail, you can always unmute and just chat, as a lot of guys do. Right, as Peter just put up there, you can grab a trade idea and let's look at it. Everyone agrees, we might send out to everybody out there. Let's have a look at it. GBP NZD, and you're looking to buy it. Yeah, it's right on resistance. I looked at it this morning, funny enough. It's right on resistance at the moment. I think it's a good chance of upside. I agree with you on that. Clearly it's in the buy zone, it's above all the moving averages. It's just having a bit of a halt at the 10-day moving average and at the resistance there. As you can see clearly a few highs there and a few sellers have already come in. So, just a second. Hello, Gary. Not too bad. Just sorry, 1 second. I'm just going to take this call. Quite. Sorry about that. Okay, right, sorted. Yeah, so That's my opinion. I see the vision, but I want to just wait for a bit more confirmation. Before I get too cute, if I do buy it, let's say get the confirmation up there somewhere. How much up there? There's plenty of meat on the bones, and then we can look at the stop down here somewhere. Okay, so yeah, I like the look of it. I just want confirmation. Okay.
Sorry, Roger, what kind of confirmation are you looking for to break through that the 10-day moving average?
Hate that sort of question. Let's have a look.
I know what you mean. I'm also looking at it like,
yeah. Well, you're supposed to know. So I suppose a bit of responsibility goes to that. Is that a bit quick on the hourly one? Maybe maybe a 1 hour. Don't want to miss it by waiting for 4 hours. I don't want to get too impatient, but I don't want to miss it. Maybe an hour close above the 100 1 hour moving average. So let's say 11 o'clock. The entire candle is the bottom of the entire candle is just above this guy here. Then I think that'll be a confirmation. How about that? Which EJ, okay. So it's above there. How far is it away? No. Without even looking at it, until you're right now, on the 1 hour, it's 35 pips above it. However, it's too far away. I personally, I might see how I feel about it 15, but I prefer it to be 10 pips or better above the 10 1 hour moving average. That's over 35 pips away. I think for me, that would have shipped with a sell from the EJ, but from a normal trade, there's a lot of possibilities there, which I like it. Yeah, I have to bet about it. I like it. This is the weekly. Yep, I like it. There we are. Clearly, come back, bounces. Yeah, I think if you feel really aggressive, and you come to the up movement there, it's come to really the bottom end of the likelihood is still upwards. Yeah, and you want to be aggressive, we can look at going in now, or you can wait for more confirmation or be more conservative. But I agree with your upside. I just want to mention, by the way, be careful, Mr. Slabbert. He's an extreme trading Marine Rambo guy here. Special forces, top of his game. So yeah. So if you're a little bit more cluckish like myself, just joking. Certainly look at it. Okay. Where's the stop? Maybe is that too far away? No, it's not. Maybe a little bit. It's only 10 hours old. This candle. It's slightly below this guy here. So let's do it slightly below. 205. It's quite a long way away, unfortunately, but we're going to have to do that because, yeah, just going to have to do that. 2.05. Try 40. Would that do? Yeah, it's just below there. Okay. Wrong. Sorry, wrong one. 2.05. 40. That's what I wanted. Yeah, that's better. Plenty of upside, no problem there. Take this guy here to 0861. Yeah, no problem. Risk reward there. There you are, guys. 129. Anyone want to go in now, or what do you feel about that? Asking for Rambo, yeah. I think Sylvester Stallone's a bit old to be running around beating up armies and baddies on his own now. Anyway, so who wants to do this now? Well, the upside, 100%, is whether you want to do aggressive in now. If you're aggressive and it does come right, you've got a better price, or do you want the confirmation, which means clearly you won't get as good a price. You're going to wait on it, okay? Volume is down, is it? Okay, well, I think a lot of volumes are down at the moment. It's fairly quiet on the Western Front out there. So yeah, that does not get bother me too much. Thing is, more volumes, you get quicker movements, but you know, can't always get to A to B in 10 seconds. Sometimes it's got to take a bit longer. You're going to wait, Chantel? So anybody going to be doing it, or are we going to? I'm going to write it down if everyone's going to wait on it. Pietro's going for it. Are you going to go for it, Mr. Rambo Slummett? No, not till we sort this out. I need a couple. I think there's not enough meat in the bones, NZDCHF, so yeah. Gertrude's waiting. Yeah, okay. Just Pietro, nobody else. What about you, Gerard? Are you going to go for it? It's your idea. You know, me too means you're going to wait. So in other words, you lead at the Rambo, and now he's doing it. I was going to say, now the chicken is, now you've led into battle, Pietro, and then you're sort of ducking behind. Okay, I'll write that down. A little less bullshit and a bit more do. Sorry about that, guys. What we got it, 51, eh? 2.0651 and 2.0540. 0861. And the risk is what? 127 bucks. Don't forget, by the way, whenever you enter trade, especially newer guys, it's psychological to obviously want it to go immediately in your direction. There's millions of people trading out there, getting in and out as we speak. So it could come off a few, could go up a bit. Don't panic. You might go see a bit of blue on your screen, go out the shop, come back now it's in red. Stick with your strategy, modify your stop loss when you get a decent profit to protect and reduce risk and protect yourself. But just don't fear all the time, because it can go up to 60, come back to 50, go up to 70, come back to 40. I don't know, jumps around. We call that the noise. Okay. But if we get some more confirmation before 11, just run about that, other guys we might send out to everybody else. Okay, one guy is going to do it. Okay, just make sure you don't overexpose. Remember, if you got less than 1,500 Rand, you can't really can. I suggest you don't take the trade because you'll be overexposed. Better still, if you got less than 1,500, if you can, of course, have the spare income or spare money, should I say, add it to your funds, because most trades, unless you overexpose, you won't be able to take if you only had about £1,000 or so in your account, because 10% rule, and that's very high exposure. Bigger guys don't use that much, but 10% is 100 Rand. So a lot of these guys you can't go into, you're overexposed. Very few, except maybe the odd gold trade, go if you've got 500 Rand, unless you're overexposed. And if you're overexposed, you're a scheme margin call. Jot all that down if you don't know. Google it, go to a couple of classes, and you'll find out it'll save you a lot of tears in the future, financially speaking. Well, so far, the Rambos are up 6 pips. What a pleasure. No, I'm not going to chase. I'm going to wait for a bit of confirmation myself. Okay, so I just want to say that quickly. Sorry. Okay, good stuff. There you are. Come back to it if you're not sure. Come to Swissy. I hit my target there, actually, so I'm out of that one. I think I'll sit tight for and have a look at it. I agree with your thinking there, Gerard, that Swiss is not something you're going to be selling. Okay, you want to be buying it. What about NZD? Right? Yeah, I want to sell it. I don't there's any doubts about that whatsoever. We mentioned that last week. The problem is now we're going to go to the monthly. If you start aiming down here, when it was there, it was in that we're talking over 3 years ago, and even that on the month, not the weekly, the monthly is just over 100 pips away. So if you go to the weekly, you can't find a target. You get my point. So yeah, well, okay. But yeah, I see the downside. Absolutely no doubt about it. It's just I just can't seem to get a decent entry. Maybe this morning, midnight or something, could have got a better one. But if you get a decent entry, what's this down here? Even that's only 6. Yeah, excuse me. Even up here, if you sold it there and you aimed here on the weekly, it's only 70 pips. You need really more than 100 to make it worth your while. You get the idea. So the problem with this one is you've got to get a better price. not enough meat on the bones. You get where I'm coming from? Otherwise, no problem at all. And I don't like you aiming a card who was there 10 years ago. It's just, to me, it's just chancing your luck. And anything closer to that, even on the this area here, how far ago was that? That was in well, it's not so long ago. Okay. See, if you aim down there, that's just the wick, no body there, just the wick. It's only 27 pips. That's a 400 one there. See, even if you aim down here, how far is this one? 25 pips. No, sorry, not enough. It's like going to work for 10 rand a month. It's not worth it. I've got a job for 10 rand a month. Well, why bother? Okay. CHF JPY. If that pulls back, we'll be buying it. Don't try and sell it. Try and hope it pulls back. Buy the pullback. Simple as that. How far? If it comes back here, we can definitely have a look at it again. Might be a bit preempting it a bit if it comes back there. I'm not sure. But even if it came back to 160.40. I'd have a look at it. I prefer a little bit cheaper if I get it. If you're already in it, fine. Well, there you are. 5. It's what you're getting out on the sell. That's 25 and 15 is 40. You can bring that stop loss up to entry if you want. Anthony, bring up to entry if you want. Just at least you're taking the risk out of the trade. You are risking stopped out in the noise before it hits further up, but it's right on the highs now. It might get up a little, but I don't know. At least protect yourself. I'd suggest you protect yourself. Swiss franc is very, very good indeed. The Japanese might strengthen a little bit. So you're doing fine. It's hit my target. I'm leaving it for the moment. Anybody in this, round about the price that Anthony got in, I suggest you take the risk out of the trade by modifying to entry. Okay, cheers. Cheers, Nikki. Hope to have you again tomorrow morning. Okay, just a quick check of gold so we can get that down. Start to try to recover. Just let me wipe that down. Okay. Where? Let's have a look. AUD USD. Is it anywhere near the round figure? Did he get there? This is our chart. Practically got there, slight bounce, but he's holding at the moment. So he might be able to do all right. Hang on. AJ, maybe get an EJ one on it. No, he can't. Okay, yeah, okay. It seems to be the momentum still very nice. It popped up, a few sales are coming in. Beware of it, modify your stop. It's already seemed to come down already this morning around figure 68 and have a bit of a bounce, but it's not a big bounce, so maybe get some more downside. What is the dollar doing? Just give me a moment on the other screen. Slight strengthening of the dollar, so that could be good for the AUD. Not much, in fact, not much at all. So I didn't take much notice of that, to be honest. Okay, so yeah, NZD CAD. Bit wary of the CAD at the moment, to be honest. I tend to agree with that guy, Gerard, on YouTube. Bit wary of it, but I'm more wary of NZD. If the guy said I totally agree, don't be buying the NZD. I'm not sure I'll be buying the CAD either. Yeah, I think it was mentioned earlier on. You want to be selling it 35 pips, and we've got 2 major obstacles to fight through to get through. So it's clearly not going to meet the bones to aim there. So you've got to aim there. That's more like it. Or even here, you can get something there. Let's have a look up here. Yeah, you can definitely get a risk reward, but it's got to get through these two guys first. That's two close together, pretty big hurdles. And even so, the 200 is slightly on the upside. Canadian's a bit iffy. I think I'm going to give this a miss, personally. Mike, I think I'll give this a miss. Yeah, I maybe shorted it to the top of the range. If that jumps here and confirmation, you don't jump in there if it gets there, because it might continue up. If it comes there and the sellers come in again, push it down a bit, then more likely we stop up there, and then you can aim down there and maybe get something. Might be worthwhile. That works. Still got to aim down here, but yeah, see if you can get a better price. But I'm definitely leaving for a moment. If anyone doesn't think differently, tell me about it. Look at the weekly. See the weekly, it seems to be holding there. So there's a bit of downside expectation there. 4 hour, it's quite strong on the 4 hour. Too much confliction for me. I think I'll leave it. I suggest you do the same. Okay, Brent. You want to buy Brent? Yeah, probably Brent. Look, it might could okay. I'm not sure we can get one at the moment. 78, I think might get a better price. Yeah, what do you want to get in at? 77.50, 77.50. I think you can get it at 77.80, 77.50 down there. Yeah, I see what you mean. I see what you mean. That makes sense. Quite like that, actually. Yeah, agree with you. Put that up. Ivan, yeah, quite like that. Yeah, I agree with you. Round about that level there. Give or take a few cents. Call that 50 is good, damn it. Yeah. I am looking at a little bit upside at the moment on it. Even though China's economy is not big word floundering, but it's not as healthy as it has been in the past. So as a result, they're not importing as much oil, but at the same time, the end of this month, oil prices going, the Saudis are reducing their output by 1 million barrels sometime towards the end of the month. So that might have a bit of a jump. And as I say, there's quite a few pundits do see a bit more upside on oil. So if you get a decent risk reward, that's not a bad entry idea. Yeah, I tend to go along with that. More think about it. I'm just thinking aloud. That's why I'm talking about that. It's just me thinking aloud. But yeah, 77.50. If it gets there, I like it. In fact, if anybody there has got the number and it does get there, I might do something. Just send me a quick WhatsApp and I'll check it out. And it might be a good idea. I might miss it. Forget about it. I don't know. Whatever. But yeah. Okay. So that's my decision. 77.50 looks like a very good likely entry. Okay. Or better. Okay. Hope that's all good with you guys. Keep an eye on it. Yeah. Hope I haven't missed anybody. Seems fairly quiet today. I expect it's going to be fairly quiet going forward. Nearly forgot our CFD trade did very well indeed. We got in at about 39 something or other. $38.56. So that's clearly $2 in profit per share. So when it opens 3:30, I suggest you modify your stop loss, get into a bit of profit, so you don't lose in the trade, and hope it continues down towards target. Okay, that's going quite nicely. Made up the OXY, which didn't go so far. Another one we're in, GBP CHF, we're getting good stuff going out of this one. It's trying to move down, so let's hope we continue. Okay. There's a few coming out this week. Yeah, Tesla being one of them. So don't touch it. Don't touch it for that reason. Okay. You might miss out if it shoots up, but if it's not as expected and you're long, it could come down. And I wouldn't be shorting Tesla at the moment. I'd be leaving it alone or buying the pullbacks. Okay. Okay, so that's not too bad. Yeah, I was thinking that. Yeah, nothing in. Yeah. But that was a freak incident. That happened very rarely. You can't base your whole trading future on something like that. That was a horrifying one. That. A horror story of note. Unless you were going long on it, of course. Look at it now. Some guys thought must sell it now, just jumped up so much. And I said, no, don't do that. Bit of profit taking. Upside's the name of the game on this thing. Look at that. Yo. That was it there, wasn't it? That's right. Yo, look at that. Leave it alone. That ship is definitely set. Okay, right. Any questions? Just anyone to look at? Yeah, I know. Yeah. I mean, some guys might have done it, gone in, and hallelujah. Some guys made a large amount of Sasol 2 or 3 years ago, 4 years ago, when it was, when it came down about $30, $25, $30, something ridiculous. And it's got some value there. You buy the bloody thing very well. Anyway, we're not going to do that, so move on. Right, gold's come back up a bit, thank goodness for that, so that's good. The guys got in at a better price and be smiling at the moment. It could change. I've just mentioned again, everyone should have my number if they've obviously got a funded account, and everyone should have the DXY and the 10-year note and economic calendar. You should know how to save your charts. Just we've got a minute here. Everyone know how to cut their position, not close the entire one. Now, you've got, let's say, not 1 micro, you can't cut that to the minimum. If you've got a position you want to partially bank and let the other run, just everybody know how to do that. We've gone in a little bit, the other guys have heard it before. Hope I'm not going to annoy the guys who already know this, but just to send a handout to the guys who starting might not be aware of it. So does everybody know, rephrase that, anybody don't know how to not close it, but cut it? You know, as you've got 10 shares, you want to bank 5, let the other 5 run. You get the idea. Anybody not know how to do that? I'll show you quickly if you don't know. You don't put up, and you don't know, you don't put up on the chat line. I just assume you do know, so this is your opportunity to interact. Everybody knows it? No comment? Okay. My worry is sometimes I didn't understand the question. So I'm just going to quickly, just in case you're too shy, I'm not sure what I'm on about. I'm a bit nervous to it. Right. Let's see. You decide you want to bank. Okay, Anthony, no problem. Catch it. You want to bank some. You can't do LUV because that's a share. The market's closed. Remember, you can't modify, close, tamper in any way when the shop is closed. You can't go to Pick and Pay at 7 o'clock on Sunday morning because the shop is closed. You've got to wait till opening. Oh, Upper Street shop opens. Don't forget. Let's say you're on the GBP CHF level to the dollar, the AUD dollar. There we are. It's slightly better off. Look at that one there. Right, as you see, I've modified down. It's like a bit of a bounce. I might take some of it off the table now. I have to show. I've got, see the different sizes there. So that one side doesn't fit all. You've got to work it out with a signal. It gives the information. I'm going to bank some of this now. I really am going to do it. So you see the one you want to bank, highlight it, and go to volumes. And sorry about this. That's better. So what you do is you double click, okay, highlight in one, and I think I'm going to bank, what shall I bank? I'm just going to bank 0.08. 0.08, so roughly a half, because I can't go 0.085, it's practically a half. You see that? And I'm going to do that. Actually, really done it. So that figure's going to change. Well, I haven't changed, move around. Also, have I closed it? What have I done now? That's still there. Okay. I don't know what's happened to it. Anyway, obviously, so that's instead of a 0.17, it's got 0.09 because I banked 8 of my micros. I hope we're all clear on that. and the stop is still protecting. So at least I banked some of it. All clear on that? Very important. Don't want it to come off nice. I want it to go up nicely. Really? Yes, it is. Yeah. I'm just looking at the dollar at the moment on the DXY, the one I gave you just now, earlier on in the session, and it's coming off a little bit. Maybe I'm grabbing at straws. It seems to come off a little bit, so you might get some more, so you can get a bit further up. Okay, fine, good enough. Get this out of the way. I don't like looking at it all. Ah, there it is, suddenly up here. See, it was about whatever it was. Now it's jumped lower price, and this is changed down here. Okay. Don't forget, if you ever do a share, you need to put higher volumes in. It's not a Forex. Don't put 0.01, you're wasting your time. Okay, are we all good? Oh, cheers, Mike. Good stuff. Okay, any questions? Hope newer guys aren't too bewildered. Write stuff down, ask. If I can answer them here, we can. If it takes far more detail, you'll have to go to a class. But if you're not sure, that's what the chat line's for. This is a forum, guys, please. Just remember that. It's not a training class, it's a forum where we discuss, we learn from each other. Okay, no questions. Okay. Right. So let's have a look. Oh, we mentioned GBP NZD. Some guys went for it. Are we getting close to any confirmation for some guys who haven't joined it and want to do that? There you are. It's come back a bit. So I probably was wise to go wait for confirmation. In fact, I did chicken on this one. But still, it's a bit of noise up and down. Wouldn't panic as yet. But yeah, that's why I say signs might be a bit more prudent to wait for confirmation. We'll see anyway. Sometimes you do need patience in this game. Hey, don't trade because you're a bit bored. I want to do a trade for a second. It's one I've been looking at, but can't seem to get an entry on it. Yeah, can't get an entry. Pity. AUD CAD. Hey, that's the one we had in the trading room, isn't it? Well, hang on. So it was the Euro AUD, beg your pardon. That was the one we had in the trading room. I think it was that one. No, it wasn't. It was the, hang on just a second, guys.
Was AUD CAD Friday,
Oh.
Rog?
Thank you, AUD CAD. What did we get in on? I think it was a sell. Where's it written down?
68,650.
Got it. 68,650. Can't be. Got to be 90 something or other. This
Sorry.
is right. AUD CAD. Where the hell is it? Got the Euro CAD. Maybe I wrote the wrong one now. I'm sure I took it actually. I'm pretty sure I took it.
$91.68.
Ah. 91.68. Okay, well, so clearly you took it then. Is that correct, Farah? Did you go for
I took it. Yes,
Brilliant.
I took it.
Brilliant.
I'm just slightly in profit.
You should be a lot more in profit. You're in at 91.68. That's 150 pips in profit. Or do you mean 96.8? Helpful if I'm bloody.
No, I mean 0.90168. That was what
Oh, right.
got in.
Okay. 0.9016 you got in. Okay, well, it's about breaking even. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, that goes then. No, good at 91, so you'd be a big smile on your face. Now you could have done actually, you could have been up here somewhere, wouldn't it? Yeah, it's looking okay. It seemed to be hovering that range, for instance. Okay. Well, what else we can do on that one? This is one I want to do, but I can't get a decent entry. I want to sell this, but I can't get a decent entry. You get it round about there, I'll sell this one. But it's too low for me at the moment. This one, I'm 62.52 was one. No, it's too far away. Might get it, but hey, might be something to do with this. Yeah, not confident enough. Trying to find some. You are NZD 95.26 as the buy. Oh no! Shot. Totally missed that one. What a pity. What a pity. I put it in for an idea to send out. I said, no, I'm not going to do it. Said about that because that was a beauty. Anyway, too late now. Can't chase it. Okay. I think that's all I've got to look at. Okay, that's saying all I've got as regards to trade ideas at the moment. Oh yes, there's a couple NZD JPY as a possible sell, but just bear in mind, isn't the buying zone. But I think it might come off a bit. I'm looking maybe a bit of downside here, just going to break through, so hang 5 on that. EUR JPY is a possible. EUR JPY is another one as a possible sell, guys. This one's a possible sell. I looked at this morning. What do you guys think? I know it's in the buy zone, but I think Japanese yen could gain a bit of strength. I think it's next week, the Eurozone doing interest rates on the pound, you know, the dollar is. I think the Canadian dollar as well. So the euro as well, just bear that in mind. Is it worth having yeah, plenty of downside with a stop up here. I think it's a possibility of downside, even though it's in quite a strong zone. I think they could get some downside on this one. Not that confident thing. I think I'm going to leave it. You like it, okay? Give me a bit of moral support. Try the weekly. 4 hour. Yeah, I think maybe I'm losing a little bit of impetus on this one. So a couple of problems on the 4 hour. Week, quite a bit of that doesn't tell me anything. We'll try the 1 hour. Now I think rather confirm break. Okay. I do see downside, but I think it's going to be over aggressive to take it now. Okay. I think we're pushing our luck a bit there. Okay. This one of ours is doing okay. It's still coming off a bit. Hey, it's quite nice. Okay. All right. Yeah. Any questions? Even Rambo hesitates sometimes. Yeah, I think Rambo. Yeah. I mean, unless you're James Bond, where you can have a machine gun at point blank range and the baddie still misses. I think rather be a little bit careful. Okay, that's all I can think of at the moment. Right, guys, any questions? Anything you want some enlightenment on or not sure about? You've all got the idea now how you can cut your position, you know what a margin is, you know how to go to specifications and see contract value, what it means. You know all this now, just left click on here, right click, go to specifications, gives information, contract size, you can work out your leverage from the margin, that sort of thing. Okay. Remember, the spread is 5, not 50. 50 points is 5 pips. Just remember that. So, anyone not sure of bits and pieces like that, we can wrap it up by clarifying on that. Even some of the guys who've been trading for a while might think, "I forgot that. Was that right?" or whatever. So, this is where we'll get a quite a chance just to clarify a few things. If you've got a couple of questions on your mind or not quite sure about, at least some clarity. Okay. Euro GBP. Yeah, I want the Euro CHF. I just can't seem to get a decent entry. This is more like it. Yeah, this is more like it. Rings a bell. How come I haven't got it written down? Rings a bell, this one. How far is that? We'll do a bit further. Weekly. That's holding nice on the weekly. Sorry, it's a bit of. I'm just going. If you want to chat, just remind me to unmute you. Bit of background noise is me off a bit. Okay, now, right, what sort of target? It's only 60 pips. You have to go a bit lower. Hasn't been there. Remember, if you're gaming down there, it's only 90 pips. That's September last year. We're talking what? 10 months ago. That's my only worry, getting a target. If you're going to go for there, that's possible. That's 80 pips. Then you've got to go for a tighter stop. About there. Do you want to do an aggressive trade? Sell that down, 40 pip stop, 80 pip TP. That's an aggressive trade, Pietro guys. Do you want to try that? Sales are definitely coming in there. If you want to do an aggressive trade, this is an aggressive trade, guys. Short stop loss, short TP. Yeah. 40 pips on that would be in a moment. 8, 6, 20, and the TP will take it right down. Make it 85 on the dot. Make just about 85. 0.8505. Just to cover spread, just in case. Don't want to get to 85.03, then bounce, and you're still in the trade. So that's more like it. Yeah. Okay. It's 90 for micro. Pretty aggressive. Stop is not that wide, but it looks like it's holding there. It's in the downs. It's in the sell zone. The resistance seems to be holding. Yeah, I think you've got a chance on that one. It is aggressive, Anne-Marie, to be fair. What do you think, guys? 2 people. I don't think I'm going to send it out. It's too aggressive, most of our guys. Mind you, having said that, I will try. Anyway, see what you guys, before I get too cute, saying out to everyone. What do you think? Pietro, Gerard, do you like it? Anybody else like it? Or is it just a little bit too aggressive for them? You can get it smaller if you like, sure. Okay, that's good enough for me. Yeah. Write that down. So 85.81. Sounds good. Okay, well, I'm going to send it out to the companies if they like it. Go for it. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Right. Certainly can. Just going to do Pietro's one as well. And one EUR CHF, yeah. don't get it too long on that one. Tell you why. You are CHF. Because, as I say, my problem is you've got to go to the monthly, if I remember rightly, to get anything worthwhile out of it. So maybe on the weekly. You can't go there, it's not going to be worth it, don't you? No. So you've got to aim down here. I suppose you could. 100 pips. Maybe you could. Yeah, you could. Must be something else. We can have a stop. This is a daily. No, it's not. Yeah, I can just about squeeze it. And it's broken through here, as you can see. Let's have a look at the shorter term. Just give me a moment. It's definitely coming off. I think we get a bounce on the hourly. Remember, they work on all of the charts. Don't forget. So it's so important to have them. Even your guy, Herard, he's using the 200. Remember your guy on YouTube? How far away is this? 10 pips. Yeah, I like to go in a more of a pending, but I like it. Euro CHF, 10 pips higher than this one. Pending. There we go. Stop loss, we can put 9660. Let's just do it now. Come on, do as you're told. 0.966. It's better. Then we want to ourselves short, man. That's better. No, sorry, just look patiently. Don't know what's wrong with this thing. It's gone back to long again. I'll maybe change it around this way around. Make it 0.9750. See that. That's better. Okay. See, stop in here. That's 9660. Yeah, there we go. Better. That's just fine there. Great. And the TP down here, 95.10. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, what do you reckon, guys? That's a pending order, by the way, going at 96.60. Okay, so this one, Euro CHF, if you like it, let's just check. Don't do half dozen things once, people WhatsApping on the trade. Maybe VIP. Okay, send out the VIP. See how they like it. Okay, just give me a moment. I just want to. Yeah. Okay, EUR-CHF. I'm not going to send it to anybody until I get a bit of support. You like this one, Madiri? Who else likes it? Do you like it, Gerard? Do you like it, Pietro? down. Go. You leave it, okay, Gertrude? Yeah, Swiss franc is definitely the one. Yeah, I totally agree on that. Okay. So you like it? Stop. What's it? Keep stuffing me around this. 0.966. 0.975 and 951. I don't know what's happening with this thing now. I'm holding everyone up, but it's annoying me as well. There we are. Right, filtered. Right, who likes this one? And like you've gone in, Pietro. Gerard's gone in, so we've got a 2 or 3 like it. Okay. Just going to minimize it again before I send out to the IPs. It seems to be all right. There's the early one. Okay, penny one. Okay, do that. Yeah. Oops, crap in the way. Just that's better. All right. Okay. Okay, so where are we? Okay, sort that out. Yeah. Go. Okay, fine, that's sorted. Well, same thing, QT, whatever you want to call it, VIP. It's the guy's got, like I said, a couple of bucks more. So I've sent it out to all those guys out there. Okay, QT update, VIP, whatever you want to call it. Maybe change the name. I don't know. QT VIP. I think I'll check it after 11 o'clock. Okay, right. So we'll hang 5 on that one for the time being. See how it works out. Put it written down. Okay, it's still a pending order. Don't forget, so you might get a better price.
Incoming mail.
It's supposed to be we're sending out to everyone now. Isn't it? Gold, how's gold going? Quiet, but anyway, it seems to be doing sideways. Okay, sorry guys, I had to do that stuff, getting it all out there. Thanks for your really possible add pending when pending. Think it will make easy. I would, but it's not a pending order. This one's a go to market. The other one's a pending order. I would say, yeah, but I'm just to the company, and so we'll just think maybe just hang 5 the URCHF. But I did. I'll put in a pending order for that specific price. But whether it's pending or not, you can check it out. I mean, let's say I suggest buying gold at I don't know 1950, and the clear it's 1955 now. You'd automatically assume it's a pending order, or you missed the boat, and you're waiting for it to come back a bit. That's the sort of idea. But yeah, I'd probably help out just putting pending just to make sure. Okay, don't forget, guys, if you like the order and it's 1953 and the signal says 1955, don't put a buy stop in. You go in at market, as Ivan's done, and I missed it, so at a slightly better price. By sheer luck, you're getting a better price, go in at market. Just remember that. Okay. Now let's look at the signal and do some sort of mental stuff with it, and then you'll, like think of it. Okay. Right. My email address, sure. It's quite simple. ROGER, right? Actually, probably just WhatsApp me. I don't really need my email address. It's going to take all. Who use emails? Not so much anymore. It's mostly spam. I'll just put a number down, probably easier. Please, if you've got a funded account, I cannot help you if you on demos or you're doing a couple $100 on your account. You can't really help yourself. You're completely underfunded. So it's only if you've got a properly funded account that I can obviously assist. There you are. It's probably easier to just do that. But if you want to do an email, it's rogr@quicktrade.co. Simple as that. Okay, Roger@quicktrade.co. No D in Roger. Okay. Anything else, guys? Anything else? Just clear it. Any new guys? Just want a bit of clarification on something. Are you good? All good, because I think I've just about finished up my side. I can spend the last 5 minutes, if you like, going over stuff that you want. I mean, any assistance on that area, just let me know. Hope you obviously got some value out of this. And if you're not sure, ask, All good then. Okay, if you're all good, yeah, you're good. Okay, Ivan. Okay, I'll catch you tomorrow morning. I hope we get some good stuff going, and yeah, maybe into next week we'll get some fun and games. All the interest rate decisions coming out, then we should get some serious action. So I hope that's going to work in our favor. All right, guys. Thank you very much. Thank you, Anna Marie, as always, for your support, Pietro, and yeah, Gerard and Farley and the rest of it. You guys hang on in there. Rome wasn't built in a day. Just hang on in there, and hopefully we'll get there. We'll do our best anyway. Okay. Thank you, Madiri.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you for your support as well. Cheers, guys.
Yeah.